Hello everyone, in this video I will show you how to integrate our Kinkone F16 relay controller to Home Assistant by ESP Home. Because this we have designed by ESP32S3 and it's used by Removable Relay and the max support 16 ampere. So this for large current and such as for air conditioning, the power control on and off is okay, no problem. So this video I will show you how to integrate to Home Assistant, and also you can use Tuya mobile phone remote control by internet. These two applications can work at the same time. So this video I will step by step tell you how to configure it. We can see this older version. This is E16S, and this is E16T. This support Tuya, and this support KCS firmware, and this is the F16. We have used new CPU chip ESP32S3, and also we have designed this aluminum cover. This cover is very beautiful, so that can protect the PCB board. And this old version, the E16T and E16S, no cover. So okay, let's begin. And this time you can see I have used this Raspberry Pi, Kinkone Server 16. It's a Raspberry Pi controller, and I will connect with this F16 with the Ethernet, so that can work with the Ethernet. And this is the Wi-Fi antenna for Tuya, because this is Tuya Wi-Fi antenna, and this is ESP32 Wi-Fi antenna, external Wi-Fi antenna. But I prefer use the Ethernet cable. It will be more stable than Wi-Fi. And I will use this USB cable and connect to this F15, just a USB-C. So download the firmware by USB-C port, and from this Raspberry Pi controller USB port, just connect it here. Okay. So, and I will power on. This is 12 volts for this version. Because we have two versions, this version is 12 volts. And also we have 24 volt, just have two versions. You can choose any version for yourself. Okay, now let's test it. Okay, let's back to my computer. Let's look at the F15 removable relay controller. And you can see there are many software resources, ESP32I/O pin define, ESP Home YAML file, and Arduino source code all have downloaded by our phone. And also have the YouTube toy. And you can see the different side of the view, photo and the size. And you can see what inside of box and the PCB. This is the removable relay. So if the relay is broken, you can easily to plug in and replace a new one. So you can see the ESP32S3, and also we use this N16R8. It's large memory and include the PS RAM and the Ethernet chip and the NTC protect component and the digital input for long distance support max 500 meter for your sensor for your house, and the power circuit, and this all moron removable relay. You can see this max 16 ampere for large current load. So this is enough for some large current load, even if you have used air conditioning. And this is battery, because we have designed RTC circuit. So that have a DS32, 31. So this it's an internal clock. And also have the SMA socket for extend the Wi-Fi antenna for Tuya and for ESP32. And this is Tuya module. Okay, let's look at the Home Assistant, and we will integrate the board to Home Assistant and by the ESP Home. So you can see we can click this ESP Home and create a new device we called F16. Continue and F16. Next. And choose this ESP32S3. And you can see I can click skip and edit this YAML file. I can delete all just copy and paste from our form. And you can see in our form, you can open this web page, and this have F15 software resource all at here. I will pin define Arduino source code and ESP home YAML. Just find this YAML file, this topic, and you will see this all content. And you can also download this TXT file, just YAML file. Okay, I have already at here. So I just copy and paste, or copy and paste it here. Okay, and after you copy this, you can just click Save and click Install and click the USB to server and click this one. Now just wait for a moment. That will download the library and some files to compare and download to ESP32. Okay, now is download complete. We can click close and close it. And this time you will see this F16 have online. So we can click this setting and click this device, and you will see this discovered F16. We can click config, submit. Okay, successfully, and finish. And now we can click this ESP home icon, and you will see this F16 have list at here. And you can click this one. You can see this have 16 switch. Now you can see the switch can be turned on and turned off. And also you can see this have some analog input for current and for voltage and for different sensor. And this is for the digital input for input state. I will test later. And this have some free GPIO. You can connect with your sensor. So now I can create a dashboard. I can add these entities to my dashboard. So you can see I can click setting, and here the dashboard. I can create a new dashboard that called Kinkone F16 and create. Now you can see the left window. You can list it here, Kinkone F16. So we can add our entities at here. So click, and ESP home, and this device, and I want to add this switch to my dashboard. Just click this dashboard and choose this F16 and next, and add it to dashboard. And the sensor also I want to add to my dashboard. So just click this one, add to dashboard, and choose F16 and next, and add it to dashboard. Okay, let's look at our new dashboard F16. You can see all entities have listed here, and all on and all off. Okay, now you can see it work in Home Assistant. Okay, let's test the digital input, and maybe you will connect with a door sensor, human sensor, or window sensor, or different dry contact sensor. So I will use this twice to short with the digital input with ground. And you can see it here, this is digital input 1 to digital input 16. So if I short the digital input 1 with ground, this is ground. And you can see my Home Assistant dashboard, that is on. So I release it, that will be off. Because I have created a 43 MHz state, so that is not stable because I have not connected with the receiver module. So you can see the digital input 1 short with ground, and short with ground, short with ground. Okay, so this is for digital input. And also you can connect with many sensors. I have said this sensor connect at this terminal, max support 500 meter. It's very long distance. Okay, now you can remove this USB-C cable. So this is Home Assistant, and running on Raspberry Pi. And the next, I will configure use my mobile phone by Tuya application. Because you can see at here, you can see the LED is blink, the right LED blink. That is ready to prepare for config Tuya. So I can use my mobile phone, open this Tuya Smart, or you can also use Smart Life. And this I have already added my many different controller, and you can click and add a device. And you can see this will auto discover the F16 controller, and we can click add and click the next because it's your load information. And this begin compare. And if you successfully compare it, you can see the LED is not blink, just will not blink again. Okay, you can see add successfully, and I can click down. And this is the window of the 16 switch. So you can see I can click on and click the channel 2 and the channel 3, and also can turn all on. You can see all on, and after control all on, the feedback the state to Tuya mobile phone, and also all off. This is all off, so this will be update. Okay, let's look at the Home Assistant state and update with the Tuya mobile phone. You can see this is the home page, the F16. Now I can try to control in my computer, use the Home Assistant and look at this mobile phone. And you can see if I turn all on in Home Assistant, the Tuya mobile phone is also update, and I turn all off, also is update. So this time, the Tuya mobile phone application and the Home Assistant can work at the same time. You can use any mobile phone because the Home Assistant mainly used in local network, and the Tuya is remote controlled by internet. So you can go to anywhere, just you have a mobile phone and have the network, so you can remote control your relay. And at the last, I will show you this F16 have a menu control button. You can see it here. This is very important because if my Tuya mobile phone is broken, even if the Home Assistant is broken, maybe my Home Assistant is broken, no network. And this also is no network. And this Wi-Fi also is no network. Okay, we can remove all communication way from this F16. You can see I can also use this one. Use this menu control button to turn on and turn off relay manually. So this design will be very important because sometimes if the communication or internet or local network, even if some CPU is broken, so this menu control button also can control your relay directly, because this button designed without any software, without any firmware, just it's physically control your relay on and off. So this is important if your some device is broken. So this can also use manually. So this is very important for a smart home automation system. Okay, this is how to integrate the F16 controller to Home Assistant and use the Tuya mobile phone application. And in future, we will support the KCS V3 firmware so that you can use by Apple HomeKit and use the server for voice control. And now, if you have used the Tuya mobile phone, you can already use the Alexa Speak and the Google Home Speak for voice control. Okay, thanks for watching.